Hi friends, my name is Nandita. I am from Andhra Pradesh.
Good morning, dear students. In this section, you are going to learn about Up You Go from Environmental Studies CBSE syllabus class 5. Children, let us discuss about mountaineering camp by Kalyani Raghunathan, which was held on 2nd February 1984. Nehru Institute of Mountaineering is rated as one of the best mountaineering institutes in India and also considered as the most prestigious mountaineering institute in Asia. The proposal to have a mountaineering institute at Uttarakshi was mooted by the Minister of Defence, Government of India, and the Government of Uttar Pradesh in 1964. Uttarakshi was specially selected as the home of NIM primarily because of its close proximity to the Gangotri region in western Garhwal, which undoubtedly has the best climbing and training potential in India and perhaps in the world. The institute took shape in 1965 at the Provincial Armed Campus at Gainaju on the north bank of the river Bhagirathi. The present location, about 5 kilometers away across the Bhagirathi River, was selected in 1970 by a team comprising later Sri Harish Sarin and then Secretary and Captain M.S. Kohli and the architect Mr. Rahman, and NIM moved to its new location in 1974. It is now located at 4300 AMLS in the Ladari Reserve Forest amidst a dense pine forest overlooking the Scared River and Valley of Gods. It has a sprawling campus spread over almost 7 hectares of prime forest land. The institute is headed by a principal who is handpicked officer by the Minister of Defence. It has a training and the administrative wing. The training wing comprises of the vice principal, the medical officer, and the interpret NIM instructional and kitchen staff. The administrative wing deals with accounts, rations, and equipment. Are looked by after by the registrar and the equipment officer respectively. The aim of the institute is to introduce and initiate young men, women, and school children to the mountains and the nature through its various mountaineering and adventure courses. Emphasis is laid on instilling the concept of adventure and the following conventional environmental guidelines to ensure environmental awareness and conservation. NIM was established at Uttarakshi on 14th November 1965 to honor the great desire of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, the Prime Minister of India, who was an ardent mountain lover. Nehru Institute of Mountaineering, Uttarakshi, is planning to conduct 7 days primarily skiing course. The preliminary skiing course fee structure in India currency consists of 5,000, foreigner 12,000, and student in India takes 4,000. Children, now let us discuss the terms and conditions of the fee. Fee includes expenses on food, accommodation, equipment, transportation, medicine, and other training expenses during the course. The admission to fortunes have to report to the principal 1 day in advance along with the passport and valid visa for direct admission into the course. USD $400 per adventure course and USD 800 each for remaining course is to be paid as course fee, and funded of fee cancellation of seats 2 months or earlier entitled refund of fee with 20% discount. Let us discuss some more details about this course. Armed forces and paramilitary personnel. Serving armed forces, paramilitary, and NCC personnel should apply through their respective services, headquarters, and departmental channels. They can also, however, apply as private trainers also. Subside and the vacancies are limited. Repeating course by an individual lead to denial of opportunity to someone else. This institute also conducts special courses for schools and establishments on full cost basis, that is rupees 12,000 per individual and per day for 15 days. These are open and anyone can apply for this confirmation. Transfer of seats. A request of transfer of seats on compassionate ground may be considered only one. No refund of fee is permitted thereafter. Now let us discuss about the arrivals. The trainees must arrive an evening before commencement of the course. Also, late arrivals even by a day will not be permitted to join the course. Form should be submitted through registered post on the following addresses: the Nehru Principal Institute of Mountaineering, Uttarakshi. On receipt of form and trainee fee, applicant will be informed by us by mail, telephone, and provisional basis, and will be subsequently informed for final date on short notice. Let us know some our Kendriya Vidyalaya teachers' experiences when they went training for Nehru Institute of Mountaineering, Uttarakshi. We were at the mountaineering camp and were very excited. 20 of us were teachers from Kendriya Vidyalayas. There were other women from the banks and other institutions. Today was the second day of the camp. In the morning, as I got out of bed and put my foot down, I screamed in a pain. I remembered yesterday's 20 kilometers walk with the heavy rucksack on my back. I was afraid to go back to the steep climb and the rough narrow path. With tears in my eyes, I started walking slowly towards the room of the bride Gayan Singh, the director of our adventure course. I was thinking of what I would say to excuse myself from the day strict. Suddenly I heard his deep voice from behind. Madam, what are you doing here at breakfast time? Hurry up, otherwise you will have to trek on an empty stomach. Sir, I could not say any more. You have come to tell me that you have bristles on your feet, that you cannot walk, isn't it? Yes, sir. So that is nothing new. Now get ready quickly. I hugged my head and rushed back to get ready. I had just turned when I heard his voice again. Listen, madam, you will lead group number 7. You will have to help any member who has difficulty climbing the mountain. You have already been told about the responsibility of group leader in the mountains. Children, let us discuss about what are the responsibilities of a group leader. A big responsibility of a group leaders are as the following. I started thinking about what a leader must do. Helps others in carrying their bags and let the group go ahead and keep to the last. Help those who cannot climb properly. Find a good place to stop and rest. Look after those who are not well. Arrange food for the group. The most important thing is to be ready to be punished even when someone else may have made a mistake. I realized that there was a special kind of discipline here. I wonder whether the camp will still be fun. Group number 7. In group number 7 included girls from Assam, Manipur, Mizoram, Meghalaya and Nagaland. I was the only teacher from the Kendriya Vidyalayam in this group. I was happy to meet my new group members. Most of them could not speak Hindi well. I still feel bad that after being together for 21 days, I could not talk even once with Dhondi from Myzorium. She spoke only Myzo, but in our hearts we grew close to each other. Crossing the river. Kalyani Raghunathan is sharing her experiences like this while crossing the river. We got vitamin C, iron tablets, and hot chocolate milk with our breakfast. These were given for strength and to keep us warm in the cold. Every morning there would be a medical checkup. We tied our bandages and count the days left. After an 8 kilometers trek, we reached a river. There was a thick rope tied across the river from one bank to the other. The rope was tightly fixed to pegs or pitons on both sides. I was feeling nervous. I started thinking what would happen if the rope came out. I was trying to estimate how wide the river was. Our instructor tied a rope around his wrist and put a type of hook in it. He then put the sailing on the thick rope tied across the river. Walking through the icy water, he went to the other side. No one was ready to step into the fast flowing river. Everyone was pushing each other to go first. I stood last in the line, hoping that no one would see me. Just then our instructor came near me with the sling and rope in his hands. He knew there was no escape now. I was ready but did not have the courage. Sir could guess my fear. He called out loudly, "Three cheers of Sangeeta madam," and before I knew it, someone had gently pushed me into the water. I felt as if my feet were frozen. I started shivering, my teeth were chattering. I caught hold the rope and started putting my feet firmly on the riverbed. As I walked further in, the river got deeper and slowly the water reached up to my neck. In the middle of the river, I lost my balance and started slipping. I was so scared and felt so cold that the rope slipped from my hands and I started shouting for help. I was sure I would be carried away by the river, but no, I found that I was tied with the rope to the sling. Hold the rope, hold the rope. I could hear the shouts. I somehow managed to get hold of the rope and pull myself forward. Slowly, with some courage, I reached the river bank. I felt a special kind of happiness as I came out of the water. Happiness of finishing a challenging task. Now, standing on the bank, I was calling out the others to hold the rope tightly. I knew that this confidence was a result of facing challenging with courage. Rock climbing. We had a climb 15 kilometers to reach Tekla village. It was at the height of 1600 meters. Our rucksacks had all that we may need: food packets, water bottles, rope, hook, plastic sheets, diary, torch, towel, soap, wind sweater, vestals, gloves, jaggery, china, and some other snacks. We saw Colonel Ram Singh stranded on 90 meters high flat rock with plugs and ropes. We had been told to the first observer the rock carefully and identify holes, places we can put our hands and feet. Today I was not going to back out. I stood first in the line. Our instructor tied a rope around his wrist. He put the sling and held the thick rope which was hanging. He started climbing as if he was running up. I also put my sling, but I took my first step. I slipped, and there I was swinging from the rope. Keep your body at an angle of 90 degrees centigrade while climbing. I heard, keep your back straight. Do not bend. Keeping this in mind, I imagined the rock as flat ground and started to climb up. Again, while coming down, We had to use the rope in a special way called rappelling. I did this with the same fearlessness. Funny incident. Sharing a funny incident which was happened in mountain camp. It was evening. Kodandi was feeling hungry. We did not have anything to eat. She jumped over the fence and got into a field. She quickly plucked two big cucumbers and came back. Just then a woman came from behind and caught hold of her bag. She started saying something to Kodandi in her own language. We could not understand what she was saying. Kodandi was trying to explain in her Mirzo language, which we could not understand. I tried to explain in Hindi, but neither of them could understand it. Finally, I folded my hands to say that we were sorry. By then, our group had gone far ahead. It was already dark. I thought we had lost our way. Now we were really scared. We could not see anything even with our torches. I started sweating even though it was cold. I tightly held Kodandi's hand. I called out loudly, "Where are you all? Can you hear me?" My voice echoed in the mountains. We both started to whistle loudly and flashed our torches. Probably the group had noticed that we were missing. We had some whistles at the distance. I understood the signal. We held each other hand tightly and waited. Kodandi felt that should be keeping talking. She started singing a Mysore song loudly. After some time, we saw them coming towards us. At last, we were with the group again. A special guest. In mountaineering camp, we had a special guest. After dinner, we went a special guest called Bachendri Pal. She had just been up go away. 83 selected as a part of team to climb Mount. She had come to speak the blessings of Birgardir Gnan Singh. It was a happy evening. We all are singing. Bachendri also joined us in singing and dancing on the famous Pahadi song. At the time, we had no idea that Bachendri would become the first Indian woman to reach Mount Everest and created history. Camp in the snow. We had a camp in the snow. We were standing at the height of 2134 meters. We were to spend the night there. Everyone was busy trying to put up the tent. We used to double layered plastic sheets for the tent and for the ground. The air between the layers would help to keep us warm. We put in the pedges and began to put up the tent. As we tied from one side, the wind flew and the tent from the other side. After quite a lot of pulling and tugging, we managed to get the tent up. Then we dug a drain around the tent. We were feeling very hungry. We collected some firewood and stones to make a chulha and cooked some food. After the meal, we collected all the waste in the bag to clean the campsite. Soon we get into our sleeping bags. I was not sure if we would be able to sleep in it. It would be comfortable. Would I not feel cold? But the bags were filled with soft feathers which help in keeping us warm. We were all very tired, so very soon we fell asleep. The next morning we woke up and found that it was snowing. White stuffed fluffy snowflakes were gently falling. Wow, it was so beautiful. The plants, the trees, the grass and the mountains, everything looked white. Today we were to climb higher to 2700 meters. We walked carefully on the snow with the help of sticks. It was difficult because we kept slipping. By afternoon, we had reached snow-covered mountains. We enjoyed throwing snowballs at each other and walking a big snowman. last day at camp. We were getting ready for the campfire. Each group presented a program. We were enjoying telling jokes and laughing, singing, dancing around the campfire. Soon it was midnight. Brigadir Gnan Singh got up and called me. I thought, ho, what have I done the first time? But when Sir announced my name for the Best Performance Award, I stood still. He blessed me, and tears of joy rolled down my face. Alone on the mountain top. A 12 years old girl living on the mountains was out on a school picnic. She climbed a mountain peak of 4,000 meters with her friends. The girl has done his for fun and adventure. Soon it was dark and they could not come down. It was also cold and scary. They were alone without any food and it was a long night. This happened to Bachindra Pal played when she was a young girl. Bachindra grew up in a Naukari village in the Garhwal area of Uttarakhand. When she grew older, she joined Nehru Institute of Mountaineering, Uttarakshi. Her guide was Brigadir Gnan Singh. Bachindra did very well in her training. She started to train women in mountaineering course. In 1984, Bachindra was selected as the team member to climb the Mount Everest. Snowstorms. There were 7 women in that 18 members team. On the night of 15th May, the team was very tired after having reached at the height of 7,300 meters. The team put up their tents and went to the sleep. Around midnight, they had a loud sound and then a bang. Before they were fully awake, and the tent flew off and something very heavy hit them. There was a terrible snowstorm. Bachindra was almost buried under the snow and was hurt on the head. Many of the team members were also injured. The others used snowpacks and axes to dig out those who had been buried under the snow. The rest of them team members returned to the base camp, but Bachindra went ahead, climbing slowly but steadily towards the peak. It was 7 minutes past 1 o'clock in the afternoon of 23rd May when Bachindra Pal stepped onto the peak of 8,900 meters. High Mountain Everest is called Sagarmatha in Nepal. There was another team member with her. There was no space for 2 people to stand on the top at the same time. One slip and they would fall straight down thousands of feet below. Bachindra and her team dug into the snow and pitched their axe firmly in the ice. Using this as a hook, they tied themselves to it with a rope. Only one of them could stand there. She saw shivering with cold but filled with the warmth of achievement. She bowed her head, pitched the national flag, and took photographs. She spent 43 minutes on the highest peak in the world. Bachindra Pal becomes the first Indian woman and the 5th woman in the world to reach the peak of the Mount Everest. Thank you.